The one really great thing about the Moe Tie is that you can go from snuggle hold, which is belly to belly, hip, half hip, and full onto back with one quick easy slide. You don't really need to take baby out, readjust it, reclip it, redo anything. Breathe in, slide through. You might have to adjust your top. But the thing is with the Moe Tie, there's very, very little pouch gap, which makes for maximum support. With pouch gap, this can cause a lot of downward drag, which causes a lot of shoulder and back pain, especially in pouch or parachute carriers where there's too much of a gap with the baby. Also too, because it clamps around your shoulder, you don't have that pressure up near your neck, and you also don't have where in other carriers where the strap is sitting too far off the shoulder, you feel that it's going to come forward and baby's going to slide out. It's very remarkably comfortable, so I'm going to show you just how easy it is. Best way to put your Moe Tie on, now you can wear it left or right hand, doesn't matter which way the rings go, but fold this bit down. So take the long sash, wrap it around your hip, and then feed it through the rings. You can actually move and twist it to gain access to the rings as much. So through both rings, loop it back over one, and then feed it through the outer one. You can pull it back behind you to make it as nice and tight as you are. The more tighter it is, the better hip support. And you can move it to where you want to. You can move this way, or whatever is easy access, it doesn't matter, because in the end you're going to move it around. Now, once you've got it to the right size for you, feed it back through both rings. This is called the lockdown. This will stop any form of slipping and will clamp it into position. Leave that. You can. The best way to put the Moe Tie on is to have the harness out the front. From there you can actually go from snuggle hold to hip hold to the piggyback, but easy to get baby on when you've got the harness looping down at the front. Now that you've done your hip sash, it's now time to do your shoulder sash. It's a lot easier if you pre-do the sash in position first, just loosely. So through both rings, feed the closest one, open them up over the top, then through the other one. Don't do the lockdown at this stage because we want a little bit more movement. Fold it out like this so that you can see that it's nice and flush. Feed your arm through so that the ring side, the sash is sitting across your shoulder. You can actually move this around so that you get maximum levelness so that it's easy to place baby. So have this quite down low.
Now here's 18-month-old Michael with his mum. She's feeding him through the front. Each leg will go astride, one on one side, and then feed through to grab the leg on the other side. And then pull the harness up, and then as she's got him close to the body, she's actually pulling up the rings upward, so you get that maximum support and no downward drag. And then once you've got the actual position right, grab the excess of the tail and feed through the middle of the rings, pull down. This is clamped down, and it will have absolutely no movement or shifting in the rings whatsoever. And then off you go. From this position, you can actually go to the hip or even to the back just by sliding around. All you need to do is just breathe in, grab your bottom sash, slide around to the hip, then slide around to the back. It's very, very similar to a Moe Tie, but a lot simpler to use.